You guys doing well on the court to allow the block to be so effective tonight?
Trust in the setup. We talked a lot about during practice with scouting about how some of these attackers have tendency and really intense angles that they can hit. And so trusting Maddie or who's ever on my side that they were in the right setup, so that gives me the freedom to dive hard. Because in those moments, if you don't have the right setup, you can get exposed. I think I got tooled once out of Holland. And, those moments it's like, oh, but that was our biggest thing, was just trusting the setup, and so that allows me to do what I can.
Becca, what do you think their hitters must have been feeling as the match went on and on?
Our hitters?
Their hitters, Penn State hitters.
I mean, they were probably. I hope they were feeling the pressure because we were bringing it. So, I think we were forcing them to hit shots they weren't used to hitting. Like I said, we worked a lot on their tendencies, so we were trying to force them to hit their secondary shots, usually things that they're not comfortable with. So I can say that it looked like they felt the pressure.
Kayla, what does it do for you knowing you have Lexi, Kenzie back in the back row behind you? What does that do for you at the net?
I think it just gives not only me but all of our hitters so much more confidence to swing away, to make block moves like Becca was talking about, because if something doesn't go the way that you're hoping, they got your back.
Mm-hmm. What was it like for both of you to have Nicklin back out there? I know that you saw her work hard to get back on the court.
It's like you can just pick up right where you left off. You kind of just forget that she's been out for so long and hasn't been with us in those live games. We get some reps off her sometimes during practice when she was feeling all right. But it's like that. You kind of felt like that fiery connection because especially after say we get an error, I can always count on her to set me right back, and yeah, it's just like that bond.
Yeah, ditto. I mean, she's a very experienced setter, and I think that's very apparent in just the way she moves and the way she plays, so couldn't be happier. Mm-hmm. She's doing great, yeah.
More questions? Okay.
Sweet, thank you.
Here we go.
Who wrote, Brent, did you write the article about Stark?
Your old beach buddy?
Yeah, it was a great article.
Thank you.
There were some things in there that I forgot about.
Well, it's been
But
5 years.
I know, but I do remember grabbing him playing beach volleyball with him. We won some tournaments, maybe won some money. So, yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he's great family. And then his mom and dad, I mean, they ran the old Ideal Grocery.
Really?
Yeah, so, and we lived by them, and so, you know, we'd go shop at Ideal. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm talking about.
down?
Yeah, it's the one that burnt down. But they kind of, I think the dad might have run the butcher shop, if I remember, and then eventually they ran the whole thing. And anyway, it's great family, great article. So good job. Those are the interesting things that people like. But I thought our Huskers tonight, you know, they really followed a great game plan. We prepared really hard for Penn State, and just thought, you know, Penn State never got comfortable all night. And we just put tremendous serve, block, and defense pressure on them, and thought that was the key to the match.
How would you say your blocking has been this season?
It depends on the night. The thing about, I don't know if you noticed in the match, so that, you know, Penn State's a team that doesn't tip very much. Those guys swing. Well, we started blocking them, and then in game 2, I don't know if you noticed, I mean, one of the reasons it was so close, they tipped, I think, I counted 5 balls in a row. And I think they just told them, like, stop hitting in the block, let's tip for a while, and you know, they started scoring with it. So, and then we made adjustments and took all that away. But, you know, I thought our block was really dialed in tonight.
Was that just to kind of read on their tendencies, and they were hitting those tendencies early on?
Yeah, and just understanding what we have to do with our block and our defense. And again, that's, as we go in the season here, you may get more and more information on these teams, and you see them more and more, and you know, you get a better feel. And then that's, you know, Jalen's job is to prepare our team to do that. And you know, I just thought they just really had it dialed in tonight.
First time you've been at full strength in a long time. How do you settle on the rotations and lineups you use tonight?
Well, we weren't sure Becca was going to play. That was one thing. So it was kind of no. I mean, I had to have Maggie ready to go in the middle. So she trained in the middle all week. That means Lindsay goes to the right, Allie goes to the left, and then the other decision was Nicklin and Kennedy. And Nicklin practiced 2.5 days this week and was feeling pretty good, and thought she set really well this week. So we went with that option.
When did you know Nicklin would be available?
Probably yesterday. We just had to see how she would go through some training. I mean, she's been feeling good. She's actually she's really strong right now. I mean, she's been doing 3 days with her trainer and her strength coach, rehabbing for the last, I mean, when's the last time she played? It was a month ago. And so she's been looking really strong in practice just because she's just been working on strengthening up her core and her, you know, but she got a little gas tonight just because there's a lot of adrenaline going and crowd, and we had a couple long rallies.
I think she had a lot of workload too. I mean, she had 20 of your 28 assists and 60% of your total sets too. I mean,
wow.
There goes any. I mean, yeah, easier in, I guess.
Either Ani was really good in her rotations, but game 3, I mean, Ani only, went boom, 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 and you know, and they missed 10 serves. They might have missed in Ani's rotations, so I have to look at that. But that is a big discrepancy. Then we went 5-1 at the end of game 2, so for a couple of rotations, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see when I look at the stats and compare that. But yeah, Ani had an easy night. But I think we ran a lot of points in Nicklin's rotations. I mean, Kenzie ran a lot of points, Lexi ran a lot of points, Nicklin ran a lot of points, and then Whitney ran a lot of points. So that's what, and you know, Nicklin's playing 3.5 rotations because she was up there blocking when Whitney served. So that's one of the reasons that's so high.
When Caitlin and Whitney are blocking together, I mean, just athletically, mentally, technically, what do you think of that pairing?
That's that's why we have them together. Those two are super athletic, and they work really well together. And this isn't the first time they've shut down left side hitters this year. And yeah, but that's a tough block to deal with.
Do you know any stats off the top of your head about what that group is doing, what that group is doing together?
Well, I mean, you can look at these stats: 8 and 9 blocks tonight. So there's 17 blocks. So that's pretty good. But we have our way that we evaluate. So we know they're both statistically very good.
More questions? All right.
Okay, guys, thank you.